friends, and something I really cherish and value, democratic values, traditions, and fundamental rights for all the people in this country. And I was fortunate to be in this country. My children were born here, brought up here, and then it was the strength of democracy here, the values here, that I succeeded in business, and then I succeeded in my political career. People in Glasgow didn't look at my color, my religion, my background, which nationality I have. They voted for me because they felt that I can give them a better service and I can serve the communities according to their wishes and according to their expectations. Now I'm here for a week. I'm going to be here today. I was here yesterday, and tomorrow and Thursday I'm going to be in the European Parliament just to highlight the plight of the Kashmiri people. Now the Indian government is saying that Kashmir is an integral part of India. And all of us know, the whole world knows, that there are United Nations resolutions agreed by 15 members of the United Nations Security Council, which was given the right to self-determination to the people of Kashmir, and they had the right to determine their own destination, their own destiny. But unfortunately, generation after generation, there was a torture, there was a beating, there was a killing, there was murder, and those people were denied their human rights. Now, how this scenario has developed in Kashmir, Burhan Wani, who was a young activist, he was not a terrorist, and he was killed brutally by the Indian security forces. And after that, there was riots, there was uprising in Kashmir Valley. Again, India, whenever there is uprising in Kashmir, India always finds the excuse and blames Pakistan that there is a cross-border terror. They always make these allegations, but they have never been able to give any proof to the international community that Pakistan is interfering in occupied Kashmir. Now both countries, I believe Pakistan don't want to have a war with its neighbor. We want to have good relations with all our neighbors. And I think the common enemy which the people of India and people of Pakistan have is poverty, illiteracy, unemployment. These are the challenges which both governments in Pakistan and India should be taken on board. But unfortunately, Indian government is giving threats now to Pakistan that they want to wage a war. So I urge the parliamentarians here that you can use your influence and you should use influence on India to make sure that they don't wage another war against Pakistan. Now Pakistan, I think, has given the most sacrifices. No country in the world has sacrificed 70,000 their own people fighting against terror. Our armed forces are fighting against terrorism, and you know our great leader, Bhutto, she was murdered by these terrorists. So Pakistan has paid a very heavy price fighting against terror. And again, international community always accuses us that we are not doing enough. Our economy is destroyed. Our law and order situation is destroyed because of this extremism and because of this terrorism. And I am here to request the parliamentarians and particularly the Pakistani community living in the United Kingdom, in Europe, and in the United States of America, because I passionately believe that you are Pakistan's ambassador. And Kashmiri and Pakistani community, I think it's about 1 million, and you people are the bridge between Pakistan and Great Britain. So I urge you all that you should contact your members of parliament, members of House of Lords, trade union activists, human rights activists, to present the case of Pakistan to the community in Britain and all over Europe. The last thing I want to say is that nothing can be resolved through wars. We had wars in the past, but no solution wars are not the solution to our problem. So I think there has to be negotiations between India and Pakistan, and Kashmir is the main party in this conflict, and Kashmiris should also be engaged in these negotiations with Pakistan and India. Pakistan has always offered any third party mediation, but unfortunately India has always refused to come around the table. So it's time that now Kashmiris, I believe, they have decided they want self-determination or death. Because 90 days have passed. More than 100 people have been killed. 700 people are blinded because of these pellet guns in the eyes of the women and young people. Gross violation of human rights is taking place in occupied Kashmir since last 3 months. And I believe that international community is turning blind eye and deaf ears to the plight of Kashmiri people. It's time now that international community should exert pressure on India so people in occupied Kashmir can be given self-determination. That's their birthright. This was a right given to them by the international community. Once again, I'm very grateful, Khalid, and all my colleagues to be here this afternoon. And inshallah, I will be keeping in touch with you and keep you up to date. And I think not only India and Pakistan are going to suffer if there is a war between the two countries, because we are living in a global village now. Anything happens in Pakistan is going to affect not only the South Asia, is going to affect the entire world. And unfortunately, if there is a war between India and Pakistan, that can be a nuclear war. So international community, I think, should take this seriously, because we can't afford a war. And if there is a war, it's going to have serious consequences for entire world. So that's my request to the parliamentarians, because sitting in the House of Lords and House of Commons can make a big difference. And we should help those people who are in need and whose rights are being violated by the Indian state.
Keep watching TV 7 at 6. देखते रहिए.